Okay, hello. I'm 2 minutes late. I'm sorry. This is the Magnificent Life call because I was on the other call in Arabic, which is talking about why are you ill, and we're discussing there. I know some of you can speak Arabic and English, so you're watching both. For others, but in the Arabic version, we are discussing the real reasons you're ill, and it's because of the emotions, because of your fears, because of all these things you're saving up, all your traumas, and they're saved up in your body, in your cells, and they're coming out as diseases. But right now, what we're talking about today here is Magnificent Life and how to create that magnificent life. So if you're here, please let me know. I'm doing this every week, no matter who shows up. One day a lot will be there, but it's okay. So every week we're doing Magnificent Life, talking about how to create that magnificent life. We've done quite a few. We've started out with our wheel of life. We've chosen how what's missing in our life, how we'd like our life to be, and we started putting small steps. I'm not saying goals, steps towards what we want. Very small, tiny steps, and then start implementing them, and then revising and seeing. Now, on that way, we do know there's a lot of resistance. So we know what we want. We know what we want to do. We're looking forward to have a more magnificent life. We've chosen exactly what we want. Let's say we had chosen exercise a couple of times a week for maybe 10 minutes, just walk. And we're still not doing it, then we need to look at why. Today, what I'm going to talk about is fear of success. Fear of success. What's going to happen if you succeed again? So, what is fear of success? You would think I would be talking about fear of failure, which most of us say, I'm so afraid to fail, it'll be a disaster, I'll be embarrassed, etc., etc., etc. But in reality, a lot of times it's not the fear of success, of failure that's stopping us. What is stopping us is fear of actually success. So in our mind is like, who am I to do that? Who am I to be a bestseller writer? Who am I to be getting on videos and telling people how to lead their life? Who am I to say, I know I'm an expert at X? There must be others, and I'm not the expert, so who am I to go and say that? So we're asking us, who am I to lead a bank? Who am I to lead a company? Who am I to have this whatever? So with the fear of really being successful is because we're like, there's something inside that says something's going to come with it that we may fear. So if I'm too successful, maybe the expectations will be more. So if we're really good at school, sometimes we don't want to be the A student all the time, because then it's expected all the time. So the fear of success would be there. Well, my parents will get used to that I'm really smart, and they'll always expect the A's, and maybe I can't keep it up, so I don't want to be so successful. So fear of success in losing weight, what if I gain it again? Fear of success of keeping a good exercise routine, and then what if I stop? And then it will feel like I failed or whatever. So we don't do it because we're afraid to really start succeeding, and then we'll pull back. That could be part of it. Or we're afraid of shining. That's another big part. Like, who am I? Like what I was talking about. Who am I to shine like this? Who am I to be on stages? Who am I to be X? Who am I to be this? So that is another fear of success. Hello, Tagreed, how are you? So good to see you here. So when we have that, we need to tap it. And then we need to actually know, what is it? So fear of success is too big. As I always say, when you tap, you need to be specific. So saying, oh, I have this fear of success, and that's why I'm not doing it. Well, that's too big. What is the fear? What are you so afraid of? What are you so afraid of when you succeed? So a lot of times, fear of being out there, that I will be rejected. Maybe I'll be so successful, I'll be on TVs, I'll be on stages, or I'll be a really well-known CEO of some company, like I don't know, advertising company, producer of cookies, whatever, producer of cheese company. It doesn't matter, but everybody's going to know the name. I'm so successful. Then there's a big fear, like, people will point at me, people will talk badly about me, maybe people will be mean to me sometimes, people will curse me maybe, like in the papers or in social media. Why is she selling it so expensive? Or who is this person? Or etc., etc. So we have this huge fear of being that successful. So we pull back. We say we're dying to be that big a company, but we pull back. We just keep, and it could be anything. It could be your fear of being seen as a really big story for people, especially when people want to start showing. They're going to be showing to the world, showing who they are, showing their power, showing their goodness, showing who they really are. It is scary because over thousands of years, people have been abused and rejected and a lot of other things and cursed and sometimes killed because they were shining and saying something. Okay, so let's say you have really pinpointed and found your fear of success. I'm just going to tap today. So what would be the fear of success? So this one will be, I'm really scared if you're a speaker, a coach, an expert at something, that I will be too well known and people will talk badly about me. So in the papers or social media. And let's talk about the social media. Because today the papers are not read. It's the social media. So people will know my face and they will say very bad things about me in the social media. That could be a fear that I succeed. So let's rate it. So I would take a deep breath. And that would be related to, let's say for me, like, okay, I want to be, I don't know, I want to come out more even in social media. I want to do even more videos. Or I want to be more on TV. So if I'm afraid of that, I would say, how much am I afraid of that? Because they will reject me and talk about me madly and say, who is she? Who does she think she is? Why does she think she's so great? All these bad words that hurt. So if I had that at 8 or 9 or 10, I would have never been able to do these videos or get on TV. So I luckily didn't have that much. But I didn't, because I got on TV since 2011. 2011 I was on TV. But if I did, and I know a lot of people do, because I ask some of my friends and say, just do a video, just go out and do a video. Do some of your videos in your work in EFT and videos. Help people, and they're like, I'm not sure I can do that. So there's a big fear there. And mainly it's rejection, although their success needs it, because they're coaches. Since they're coaching, they need to do their videos. They need to get on and do videos and get people to know, or go talk in places, go to a school and speak, go on stages, go to a Rotary meeting, a Lions meeting, I don't know, a Friends meeting, get 20 people in a room and talk, but they won't do it because of fear of rejection. So if that is one of your fears, and it can be in anything, it can also be for an employee, fearing to be the boss, because he knows that the people under him are always going to talk about him badly. So if that is fear of this rejection, you won't want to succeed. Although you say you work very hard to succeed using this part of the brain, but that part of the brain is saying, no, 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 please don't. Please don't, because we don't want to be talked badly about. So let's start. Let's say it's a 7. So even though I have this huge fear of success, and because I'm afraid I'll be rejected, I'll be talked about badly in social media, see how specific I am? I love and accept myself, even though I have this huge fear of being really successful, having that position, or getting on TV, or getting on stages, because that will mean I'll be a target for ridicule, a target for bad words, a target for cursing, a target, and that will really hurt. I'm so scared to be that target. I'm so scared to be rejected that way. I totally and completely love and accept myself, even though I have a huge fear in me of really being successful, because then I'll be a target and people will abuse me. I love and accept myself. I'm so scared to be a target. All this fear running up and down my body. All this fear running up and down my body. All this fear filling 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 my body. What will they say about me? How will they treat me? What will they write on social media? I might lose some of my friends. If I become their boss, they might not want to be friends with me anymore. I won't have them as friends. They'll treat me badly. They'll say I'm bossy. they won't like me anymore. All this fear of rejection, all this fear of being cursed or hated, all this fear of bad negative energy being thrown at me, all this fear in my body, all this fear in my body, all this fear in my body. So I've done a few rounds, like 3. I'm going to take a deep breath now. And you might remember a specific event, and that would be good if you did, because that event is being registered in your system. So you might have remembered the time you tried to read something in front of the class. Or you might remember the first time you were promoted and your colleagues were like really mad. And they started saying you're not that good and why did they choose you, and maybe it's because you're just you're being too sweet with the boss, or I don't know what. They said bad things, they hurt you. You might remember any incident that happened where you were rejected badly by succeeding. So you got the highest grade in school and the kids were really mad at you. They wouldn't play with you in the break. You got promoted, as I said. You got on TV and your friends, some of them are jealous. They are your friends, but they're jealous. And they start saying, but your hair wasn't nice, and you really messed up when you talked, and you should have really been careful with your makeup. And they start giving you all these comments, and it's all about jealousy. And they look like they're trying to be nice to you, but in reality, a lot of it isn't. But it hurts you. They hurt you. Or they try to put you down. Whatever happened. What happened? What happened the last time you had a success? Because if it came up with these 3 rounds, it's there. And that's the one you tap on next. Okay? So you lay this one now. That was just the opening. Like, even though I'm afraid of succeeding because I'm fearing rejection. Now we got some meat. Now we know what to work on. So now we work on those events that I remembered. So whatever that event was, even though they treated me, so let's say they treated me really bad when I got all A's in the highest grade in the class. So even though all the kids treated me really bad, they wouldn't play with me in the break, but just because I had gotten the highest grade on math test, I love and accept. Even though I remember well, they wouldn't play with me, they wouldn't talk with me, they didn't want to know me anymore, just because I was the smartest kid in math. I love and accept myself. Even though they really treated me badly when I did really well on that math test, and the teacher said I got the highest grade, I love and accept myself. They didn't want to talk to me. They treated me badly, and it really, really hurt. They hurt my feelings. They made me feel bad for being successful. They made me feel bad for being good, getting a great grade. They made me feel bad for my success. They made my success be a negative thing for me. They turned it around for me. Instead of being happy, I was unhappy and I was hurt. They made fun of me. They wouldn't talk to me. They rejected me. They really treated me badly. See how it is? Take a few deep breaths. I want you to clear that one totally out, because that is the fear of success issue. Okay, so we're going to do that this week. I want you to start seeing, where are you not succeeding? Where are you not excelling? Where are you not giving optimal performance for you? So excelling for you. I'm not saying measure yourself by the world. I'm saying measure yourself with you. Where are you not giving it your best? Where are you pulling back and being small because of this fear of success? That's the question. Where are you pulling back and playing small because of the fear of success? All right, because, and that goes, there's so much more we can talk about in fear of success. I believe we'll do another video about fear of success and who will be hurt. So if I'm really doing well and my sisters aren't and doing well, or my brother isn't, so let's say I'm doing well financially, or I'm doing well, very well known, fame, and then people around me will be upset, or who will be upset, who will be jealous, who will be really angry, why you, who will be resentful, what's going to happen? Okay, so thank you for being here, and we will put this video on YouTube. Please share it. Please ask your friends to share and subscribe if this is useful, and I will be back next week with more of this. But please send me your experience. What have you done? Have you tapped on resistance? Have you tapped on fear of success? What have you been tapping? What have you been doing? Okay, see you next week.